Hello and welcome to the Smart Investor Special Update. The FY14 GDP growth pegged at 6.4% is nothing but wishful thinking, as it is very difficult for the manufacturing segment to reach the projected 4% growth thanks to various internal bottlenecks in industry policy and supply side issues. Smart investors Jinsy Matthews spoke to Phani Sekhar, fund manager PMS Angel Broking, for his views on the same. Listen in.
The whole projection is based on the fact that there has to be a pickup in agriculture and manufacturing along with services. Do you think agriculture and manufacturing is something which we have been talking for long but nothing has been seen? Do you think an improvement on these two parameters in FY14?
Agriculture will pick up.
Okay.
Because last year there was a drought.
Mm-hmm.
And there is nothing to project in agriculture. The south of the coin.
Mm-hmm.
Good monsoon, of course agriculture will do well.
Yeah.
Apart from that, I don't think it is because of government's proactive planning or because there is a significant increase in the irrigation coverage that agriculture is doing. Simple, they are expecting and hoping for a good monsoon, and if that were to happen, agriculture on a low base will grow by close to around 3.5 to 4%.
Mm-hmm.
So that's no big. As far as the services is concerned, that as per the latest GDP had come down to I think 5 or 5.5%.
Yeah.
That's again a function of how well manufacturing and agriculture do.
Mm-hmm.
So if agriculture were to be around 3.5-4%, then expect services to go back to around 7.5%.
Mm-hmm.
Now my biggest problem is I saw manufacturing being projected at 4%.
Mm-hmm.
That's I think very difficult to happen because interest rates, even if the RBI were to reduce, I don't think the transmission is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Because you actually saw that over the last 6 months, all the banks, trying foul that it was because of signs of this economy was slow. And after Reserve Bank actually decreased repo rates by close to 50 to 75 basis points and the using of CRR also, nothing has got transmitted to the real economy.
Mm-hmm.
Because many of them are, especially public sector banks, are struggling with such high NPAs.
Yeah.
That the only profitable segment that they see is the performing corporates plus the retail segment.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they want to, because whatever loans are in the stress zone, they are unlikely to come back. Even
Yeah,
with
true.
the reduction of interest rates. Because they have, metals, mining, or textiles, they have policy issues and structurally some of them are in businesses like textiles. So they are unlikely to come back into the fight.
Mm-hmm.
So they have figured out that the only way then is to sustain this phase is to ensure that the profit-making parts of your business continue to grow, continue to do well. And what are these profit-making segments of the business? The retail part. Or those corporates which are doing well. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So why will any bank go and reduce interest rates? This is something that we have seen for the last 6 months. They have not reduced it, and they are unlikely to do that. Okay, so it's a peculiar scenario where banks will have a net interest margin of 3.5-4%, but their credit costs will be as high as 10%, including gross and PS and restructuring. And this thing, I think, will continue for the next 1 year. What it means for the economy is that it is more of a status quo.
Yeah.
The way then manufacturing can improve is that fresh capex starts. That again is not very likely considering the fact that elections are scheduled around April.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more of a question of business confidence than at what rate money is available. Of course, the cost of money is a factor, but if you would remember, from 2003-2008, when you saw the biggest boom in the Indian economy, interest rates were continuously increasing, not decreasing. Right?
True.
So, despite that, and in fact, a large number of projects that are stuck today for want of fuel or for want of captive mines, they were all projects that were conceived in 2008 and 9.
8 and 9.
And they were expected to be commissioned around 2013, 12-13. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what was the interest rate scenario in 8 and 9? It was at peak, right? But still people went ahead and conceived this project because there was a certain amount of business confidence. That confidence has got badly dead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Now, as long as you don't improve and repair that confidence, okay, or to use the Prime Minister's words, to revive back animal spirit, you are unlikely to see manufacturing come back into 7 to 8% zone. Anyway, they are predicting 4%. I don't think even 4% will be reached. So that is where my business lies. So
Okay.
what might actually happen is manufacturing might lumber along. Sporadic data showing you 5 to 6%, and at times showing you minus 2% to flat. So overall, you will still be looking at 2.5% kind of manufacturing growth. So obviously, it doesn't help anyone. So what happens in these kind of scenarios is there is no job creation that happens. The only thing that happens is that people strive to improve their utilization.